this award just really is inspirational to everybody in the community. And we don't take it lightly when we pick somebody. And, I want to just read some of the stuff you've done, which even surprised me. But I was just sharing with their family. I was at my sister-in-law, our yard's hit, so they live behind me. I can't get far from my family. But I was over at the house, and I don't know how he came up, or she knew. And she goes, I teach down in she teaches school down in Queens Ravina. And I go, she's still working? I go, do you ever believe in slowing up and retiring? Soon? You heard that, right? And she goes, oh my God, she's so great with the kids, and she does so many great things. And she went on, I'm like, who doesn't know this? You're not going to run for office, right? Okay, so I'm going to continue to say nice things about you right now. You won't be, all right, thank you, I appreciate that. But just hearing that from my sister-in-law that had no interaction, with this, and hearing what she had to say, and other people in the community, it means a lot, because we're at a fork road, what's going on in this nation on a national level. And, again, when you look here and you look at people like Joni in our community that continue to lead, and this is, you're president of the Council of Churches. I know Deb's going to have a lot of things. Creo, you ran the organization for the Catholic Regional Diocese. And then one of the things, in 1986, you got the sculpture portrait on Madison Avenue for the Fair of Friendship in Palm Sunday in service, and you're one of the founders for that. Just to say a few things about her. And the other thing is that she took a trip to Israel. Has everyone heard about that? Because I think everyone has. And I'm hearing back it was her bucket list. But more importantly, I heard you're more excited about riding a camel. Is that true? Yeah. Is that true? Okay, that was the highlight. So I was surprised when that story came back, and I'm like, I was waiting to hear something else. I figured she probably went over there and straightened out all the conflict and made everyone put all their weapons away. And I go, no, she was riding a camel. But to have that part of your bucket list and do that, and to just says a lot about you. It really does. And all the awards you got, and I know Deb's going to go through them all, says a lot about you too. And if anyone in this room takes anything away, and I know it's all her friends and family that are here, and there's some other people, if you just share her story, it says a lot. And when you talk to somebody, and you talk to anybody, and you've always made me feel this way growing up and everyone else, no matter what your struggles are in life, you can get over it. Because there's nothing there, and you believe in your faith in God and the way she led, there's nothing there that cannot climb over and get around or tunnel through. There's reasons people go through things, and we always, and one of the things you taught me, no matter what your struggles are, you can make it your foundation to make you a stronger individual person to do extraordinary things. And to honor you, that's what it's about.
First, I would like to thank the county executive for instituting Citizen of the Month honor, and thank you for your commitment to the 70,000 older adults living in what is now called age-friendly Albany County. Thank you. Joan Lipscomb and I go way back. I'm not even going to tell you how way back we go. Joan Lipscomb is not just a teacher, but she's an educator. Her lifelong commitment to education crosses every thread of her life. Joan's work, her boundless dedication to ecumenical and interreligious efforts, and her deep and abiding faith are qualities that help make her Citizen of the Month. Joan and I have been colleagues for more than 35 years. Well, now I've told you. She was president of the Capital Area Council of Churches. She still sits on that board. She is a longtime member of the Ecumenical and Interreligious Commission of the Roman Catholic Diocese. She's a longtime member of Jewish Catholic Dialogue Committee and the Catholic Muslim Dialogue. Joan is a member of the Community Outreach for Jewish Federation. And she sings in the Festival Choir, which is an ecumenical choir of the Capital Region. And I am happy to announce that she is the newest member of the Advisory Council for the Office of Aging. Thank you for saying yes. Thank you, Joan. Amazing interfaith work has happened in this community, and all of it has Joan's handprint in some way. From the Fear to Friendship service, which was a groundbreaking service of reconciliation between Christians and Jews, to the Sculpture Portal, which is located at the Cathedral of the Immaculate Conception, which commemorates that groundbreaking event. Joan is the kind of person that could talk to kings and queens, as well as the lost and the forgotten. She is dedicated to civil rights and has been part of the Martin Luther King Scholarship Committee. Joan has been a lightning bolt during dark moments in this community. She has worked against injustice, inequality, and all forms of racism. For sure, today's honoree, Joan Lipscomb, has a simple message of peace, one which should be heard around this country and especially in D.C. It is important to build bridges between people, not walls. That's Joan Lipscomb.
I commit myself to serve with those minds, those strong minds and personalities that I encounter as I sit around the table at Capital Area Council of Churches. I have respect, responsibility, and safety as I meet with the children every day that I love, from pre-K right up to 5th grade, as a substitute teacher at the Peter B. Queemans, best elementary school in the state of New York. My life and my living has been centered around people, and because of the people that I commingle with, I feel that my life has become better as I have gotten older. Yes, I just recently came back from Israel. It was something that I wanted to do from an early teenager. I just said, I'd love to go there and see what it's like. I'd love to just walk where Christ walked and see what it felt like just to be there. And over the years, I'd say, gee, I'd like to go. And my husband said to me one day, you'll go. Knowing you, you'll work out something, you'll go. But still, it wasn't so that I could reach out and touch that and make it a reality. But as things did come to be, it happened. And while I was there, no matter where you go, I think, home is always on your mind. You know, what are they doing now? What are they doing? Count back 7 hours. They're doing this, they're doing that. And as I said, it's because of the people that I have lived with all my life, to the best of my ability. These things have happened to me, these good things. And in my life and in my living, people are the most important element that I can say that's tangible, that I can reach out and touch. People are the most important thing in my life. It was the most important part of creation. Everything else was created. And then that human being came along. And humans are important. Humans are needed by me, by you. Humans are loved by me and by you. We love all people. In 2011, after 57 and a half years of marriage life, my husband passed on. And before he passed on, we used to have a lot of talks. And I'd always say to him, do you want a cup of coffee? And I know he didn't want it, but he'd say yes because he knew I wanted it. So we'd sit and we'd have a cup of coffee and we'd talk about things. And the one thing he said to me, you'll be fine. You'll be fine. You've got your church, you've got the school, you've got the kids, and you've got some good, solid friends. You're going to be fine. So I'm not going to worry about you, and I don't want you worrying about me, because I am at peace with where we are, and I am at peace where you are. So, do I think of that often? Yes. Does it make me sad? No. It makes me happy because I knew that he and I, right to the end, were on one accord. We were thinking the same. We were thinking the same. I have 3 sons and 1 daughter and 5 grandchildren. And I am very happy to have had many people in my life who are responsible for me being here today. And as I look out, I see all of you. I see all of the ones who are just so kind to me. People are so good to me. And that's what keeps me going. That's what keeps me going, is the kindness of my fellow man. I've been under the tutelage of a lot of fine people. My dear friend, Father James Kane, who's with us today, Shelley Shapiro, who couldn't be here, the late Reverend John Miller, the late Reverend Bob Lamar, and our Bishop Emeritus, Howard Hubbard. These are the people who have guided me silently, been there when I needed just an answer to a question, just a turnaround of my thought to make it better. Those are the people who have fostered a lot of why I stand before you today. And finally, this award is dedicated to my husband. I accept it thinking of him because he used to say to me, I don't know how you do it. I don't know how you do it. But he always supported me with his blessings, and he was always interested in what was going on where I had been. When I'd walk in, he could tell if the meeting went well or if the meeting went bad. And we would talk it over, and then I would feel better. But he was always my main cheerleader, because without him and without all the people that I see and mingle with, I wouldn't be here today.
This is your day, and it shows how humble you are as an individual and why so many people love and respect what you have done over the years, because you really pretty much talked about everyone else and deflected to your husband and your children. And that's why I'm glad to know you and continue, please, to inspire the next generation, because we sure as heck really need it. So we have a proclamation for you from Albany County, declaring Citizen of the Month for you. And
we have a pin, coin,
Thank you.
but you can't use that at the slot machines.
Oh, okay.
And we have a plaque, Albany County Executive Citizen of the Month.
Thank you very much.